Hey everybody, welcome to the Jayda InStitches show. It's time for a crochet quick fix. So let's grab our hooks, grab our yarn, head on over to the craft table, and let's stitch it up together. Today I'm going to demonstrate the half double crochet foundation row. So this is a row that you can use as a base of a project like a blanket or a sweater or whatever. And instead of chaining a foundation row and then working half double crochets back, what we're going to do with the half double crochet foundation row is create the chains and the half double crochets at the same time. So I'm going to demonstrate today using a medium size 4 yarn. This is a medium weight yarn, it's acrylic, and a 5.5 millimeter hook. Now this is a technique, not so much a pattern, so any hook and any yarn can be used to create this. In order to work the half double crochet foundation row, we're going to begin with a slip knot. And if you've done the single crochet foundation row, this does begin the same way. We're going to begin by chaining 2. So you want to start with 2 chains, and then we're going to wrap our yarn around our hook, insert our hook through that first chain we made, so the second one away from the hook, pull up a loop in it, and at this point you should have 3 loops on your hook. So we're going to create the foundation chain now. So this runs along the bottom of the foundation half double crochet row. So we're going to yarn over and pull back through that first loop. So that's creating the chain. You can see that right there. There's the little chain. We're going to yarn over once more, and now we're going to create the half double crochet that sits on top of it. So yarn over, pull back through everything. So you've just created the first chain and half double crochet of your half double crochet foundation row. Let's do a few more together. We're going to yarn over our hook, and now we want to grab both pieces of that first chain we made. So don't just get one piece, make sure you get both pieces of that chain. Yarn over your hook, pull up a loop in it. So remember, you have to pull up a loop first. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Now we create the chain. So yarn over, pull through that first loop. You still have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull back through everything. So that's the half double crochet. In effect, we're doing 3 things at a time. So we're anchoring, we're creating a chain, and we're creating a half double crochet. Let's do another one. Yarn over, pick up both pieces of that chain that you made. So there's your first chain, there's your second chain. You're going through both of the bottom pieces. Yarn over, pull up an anchoring loop. Yarn over, create the foundation chain, yarn over, create the half double crochet. So you've got chains running across the bottom and half double crochets running across the top. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll do another one. Yarn over first, anchor your stitch by putting your hook through the bottom of that whole chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. There's your anchor. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Create the chain. Yarn over, pull back through that first loop, I should say. You still have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull back through everything. Now you can just practice for a little bit. Yarn over, anchor your stitch, yarn over, create the chain, yarn over, half double crochet. That is what a half double crochet foundation row looks like. So obviously you can continue to work foundation half double crochets until the bottom of your base is as long as you need to be. It's the number of stitches you need to be, and this is the base that you would work a stitch pattern on top of. So if your stitch pattern is based on a multiple of something, remember that the base foundation row needs to be that multiple, but instead of requiring the turning chains, you may not. So if you're using a foundation row like a half double crochet or a single crochet or even a double crochet, pay attention to the pattern you're following because it will change a little bit. Once you get to the end and you've got as many stitches, let's say, in your half double crochet foundation row that you want, you may be asked to do one of two things. Chain 1 or chain 2 to turn. If you're asked to chain 2 and you move your work, so turn your work, sometimes that chain 2 is treated as a half double crochet. If it is, in that case, you would not use this stitch right here. You would instead move to the next one and begin working into that second stitch. That's only if you are told to chain 2 and the chain 2 counts as a stitch. Sometimes a chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. It depends on the pattern, so it's important to pay attention. You also may be told just to chain 1 and turn. In that event, if you're only told to chain 1, it's definitely not going to be used as a stitch. In this case, you would use the first stitch you come to, start working into it, and work in each stitch all the way back across. Now you can work whatever pattern is you're working on. Maybe it's just more half double crochets, maybe it's a stitch pattern, whatever it is. Now you've got all those lovely neat little half double crochets that you can work on, and that creates a lovely base for any kind of pattern, like a blanket or a sweater that you might be working on. I've half double crocheted all the way back. That gives you an idea of what it looks like once you've worked your first row on top of your foundation half double crochet. And that's it. That's as easy as it is. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please don't hesitate to leave any questions you might have about this half double crochet foundation row in the comment section down below. And we'll see you soon here on the Jayda and Stitches show. Until then, stay safe, stay crafty, and have an awesome week, everybody. Bye!
Hi, everybody. Mr. and Stitches here. Thank you for watching today. Here are some of our other videos you might be interested in. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.